Hi everyone, Beanmeister22 here. Hey, today we're going to look at something very special. That's right. We're going to look at the bonus build for the LEGO 3-in-1 Creator Set Propeller Adventure. That's set number 7292, ages 7 to 12, 241 pieces. And if you remember from my previous review videos, it makes a really cool dual prop airplane, makes a really cool jet fighter with some limitations, and it makes a small kind of landing hovercraft thing like the Marines use, riding on a cushion of air. It's pretty cool, except that's a minor build and it's smaller, and the jet fighter doesn't have any landing gear, and the main build is the Propeller Adventure itself, that dual prop airplane, which, if you remember, I put it on my aircraft carrier to work as a reconnaissance plane. Now, I read something in here about a bonus build, and I looked all over. I looked online. I couldn't find anything about where to get the instructions. And then a friend of mine sent me a PM and said, look, go to the website. Here's what the code is, because I really wanted to build the bonus build. The bonus build was a variation of a V-22 Osprey. You know, a tilt wing rotor aircraft that takes off like a helicopter, and then the motors tilt and it flies like a plane. Pretty cool. So I went to the website and I entered in the code and I downloaded the instructions, and they sat on my computer for a long time, almost a year. And then I finally built it. And I'm glad I did, because it looks pretty cool. Now, if you want to know what the code is or how to do it, look down to the comment section of one of my Propeller Adventure review videos. I'm not sure which one. You'll have to look at a couple of them to find it. But more than one person has had the instructions. Here's where you go and here's what the code is. I'm not going to really tell you the code publicly, because I don't know if you legally can do that. If it's a secret code and Lego's saying, hey, keep it a secret, we're not going to share it with everybody, I don't know if I legally can actually say what the code is. But it's really cool, because this is Propeller Adventure, and the sets here have wings. Hint, hint, hint. Because the airplane has wings and the jet plane has wings. Well, the hovercraft doesn't have wings, but this V-22 Osprey kind of has wings, but I really can't tell you what the code is. So if you look down through the comments in those other videos, somebody will have it in there, because it's been posted there a few times too. Or maybe you already have it and you've already known all this and you're a lot smarter than me. That could be. But I wasn't able to find out how to get it, and like I said, a friend of mine sent it to me, and I am glad. And no, do not ask me. I cannot send you a copy of the PDF, because once again, that is a violation of the super secret rules that LEGO has set up for this. But in the comment section, it's pretty clear how to get the instructions and where to download them. And it's amazing to have such a really cool wings set like this. So let's look at this V-22 Osprey. It's kind of shorter and stubbier than a real V-22 Osprey, and the motors do tilt, but they do not tilt simultaneously. They tilt separately. Now you could say, well, that's so you can, when you're flying really quick, you can flip one around and do a really sharp turn. Remember, they did that on that TV show and the movie on Firefly, and on the movie Serenity, I think they did that too, so they can make that really sharp turn. Well, maybe they didn't do it on Serenity, but I know they did it on that TV show Firefly all the time, when they're down there and they flip one around and whoom, they do a crazy Ivan and turn really sharp and whip back the other way. Well, you can do that here, because they do not tilt the same. They probably should. It'd be better if there's a rod that went all the way through the wing structure and allowed you to tilt them at the same time. But I digress. It's still pretty cool. Now, one of the other things I don't like about this set is it is not minifig size. Now, you can use your minifigs with it, and it's good enough that if it really was open and hollow inside and filled with a bunch of things, you could fill this with minifigs. But it really isn't big enough. It's not to scale, and you'd have to modify the cockpit to put a minifig in there. But you can pretend there's a pilot in there, or you can say it's like a robot-controlled drone. There's a lot of drones out there, so that's why there's no pilots, that's it. That's why there's no pilots in there. Well, there's no pirates in there either, so I'm right with that one too. So the scale's a little off, but it is still cool. I am glad I built it. The color's not really that good, because the red and the white isn't really working, because this was a bonus build, an extra build that they thought about afterwards. They put this 3-in-1 set out, and somebody was sitting around there at LEGO, and they built this, and hey, that's cool. You built it with all the pieces from the Propeller Adventure? And they said, yeah. And they said, hey, let's call it a bonus build. Yeah, that's pretty much how these things work, if you didn't know. And no, it's not that they had 4 really cool sets to build and they decided to go with that dual prop airplane that was cool, and that jet that was cool, and then that kind of hovercraft thing that wasn't all that cool. No, that's not what it was, because they definitely would have went with this instead of that hovercraft boat landing thing, because that's really small and really not that good. It's kind of cute, but it's really not that good. And one of the good things about this, like I said, it looks good. You can mount guns on it. If Lego made guns, you can take maybe some Mega Bloks guns or Kobe guns or Brick Arms guns or Mini Bigs guns and mount on there. So that's cool. You could make this an armed fighting vehicle. But what is really cool about this is, since it's a minor build, there's a lot of pieces left over. You got a lot of good pieces left over you can use in some other build or to build something else. So that is, I guess, kind of neat. But I'm still back to that 3-in-1 thing where I wish you could build all 3 of them without having to buy the box 3 times like I did. And now I have to buy, I actually bought this a 4th time. So now I bought this, it's a 4-in-1. Even though it's a 3-in-1, it's really a 4-in-1. So what do you think? Have you built this? Do you think this is cool? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think about maybe painting it gray or green so it's like a real one? Because that would be cool if it had more of a military look to it instead of this Christmassy kind of look that it has. So what do you think? Do you know how to find the bonus build for this? And do you have the code? Because if you got the code, it's really easy to find where you can get wings, and it's worth doing because I'm impressed with the quality. Like I said, this probably should have been the focused main build of this set. And it'd be really cool if they came out with one of these that was bigger and just had it as the main build in the set. But I digress. So what do you think? Have you built this? Do you want to build it? Do you like secret codes? I don't like the whole secret code thing. How about just put the code out there for everybody? I don't know. Leave your comments in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching.
BMeister22, the most dangerous man on YouTube.